Hello everyone, my name is Silver Willowwing and welcome back to School of Dragons. Today we're gonna take a look at yet another nightlight. We last looked at Dart, the nightlight that's sleeping next to us, and now we're gonna look at Ruffrunner. Ruffrunner is a limited time dragon that's not available in the store. He is only available in the special Snoggletog candy cookie event. And I say he now because I want it to be a boy, but I don't know the genders, and I'm sorry to say this, but I don't care. So I'm gonna say he. It might be a female. People have been spamming me that the other one is a female, and that's whatever it is. But we're gonna take a look at this little dragon. I picture this as a boy, so I'm gonna go with that. And the price is here. So you collect these cookies and then you can get this small dragon. So we're gonna go ahead and exchange for Ruffrunner and see what that looks like. Well, congratulations, you've got Ruffrunner! Reward for Snoggletog 2019. So they are limited time, as far as I understand. We can only get them in this event. So they might be gone after this, or we might, get them back eventually. But for now, they're just this event, which I think is kind of cool. Like, you have to be here now to get them, but still, it's a difficult event to get all these cookies and everything. So that's a whole other story. That's not what this video is about. We're gonna take a look at Ruffrunner. So, kind of disappointing is that it appears that Ruffrunner has the exact same animations as Dart, the previous nightlight that we had. They pretty much look identical, except of course for the different pattern. Ruffrunner has green eyes and no white nose, and a different pattern on his stomach and his legs and his tail as well. He has more similar patterns as an orca whale, which is technically a dolphin, but they're called like killer whales. That's the kind of color scheme I'm getting from this guy. Well, the other nightlight kind of looks like it as well, but this is just the body and everything, and how the tail is white on the bottom. I'm getting a lot of orca vibes from this guy. So it's a cute dragon, I think, but at the same time it's just very similar to Dart, because it is Dart, just with a different skin and a different texture, but it's the exact same animations, as you can see, doing the same licking thing. The model is great for the nightlights. I think it's good. So I'm not really complaining too much about that. And I'm not saying they should make completely different animations, but maybe just one thing that would make it different, because these dragons have very different personalities, and now they kind of just look like clones of each other, just with slightly different, pattern. So that's a bit of a shame, because they are unique. They're not just the same. They're not just twins. They do have unique mannerism and movement. Also, the sleeping is the exact same. Apart from that, it's a nice texture it has. It's exactly like the nightlight. I would prefer if this nightlight was called Dusk. I think that was the fan-based name for it. But DreamWorks decided to go with Ruffrunner. And DreamWorks are trying to be really smart, being like, oh, all the dragons have something to do with running. We got Pouncer, we got Ruffrunner, we got Dart, like all these things of going fast ahead or something. But I feel like these are nightlights. They're the offspring of Night Furies and Light Furies, which is very, very revered dragons. They're like some of the most awesome and strongest dragons. And you settled on such ridiculous names, because these are wild dragons too. So I don't know if Vikings name these or what the thing is, but yeah, I don't know. I guess How to Train Dragon just have really dumb names. Now that I think about it, the most epic name we've gotten is Cloud Jumper, I guess, or Stormfly is also. I mean, it's kind of dumb, but I think it's cooler than some of the others. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised. And in any case, it is just a name. And I suppose I'm free to name this guy whatever I want. But again, we're dealing with the weird riding a baby thing. And a lot of people talked about this on the previous video about Dart, that in the second movie, the gang were riding baby Snoggletog. And yeah, that's actually true, and I kind of still think that's unethical when I think about it. But another argument to that is that the baby Snoggletog are at least 3 times as large as this baby nightlight. This is a very small dragon, and the reason I'm so pissed off about this particular small dragon, it's because it's Toothless son or daughter, their child, and I'm riding around on the alpha's babies. It's disrespectful is all. But I've just come to the conclusion that School of Dragons is like its own universe where I bond with this dragon. It's insanely strong, I'm riding it, and there is other nightlights around because the timelines are crossing over or something like that, because that's pretty much the logic that we're dealing with here in School of Dragons. So yeah, we're just gonna deal with that. Apart from that, it's a pretty nice model. I'm not the biggest fan of the nightlights. I think you guys have understood that by now if you watched the previous video. But I'm trying to be objective about the model and animations themselves, and they are good. And I've said that they are very good. The shot is the exact same as Dart, I think. This one might have a little bit less blue in it. It's kind of difficult to see, I think. Maybe it's a bit more. Okay, nice. It explodes into this like purple thing when it hits stuff. That's cool. That's very nice. Oh, I think I'm out of shots. Yeah, I am just a baby after all. So yeah, animation's nice, but the writing is still extremely strange. Extremely weird, but let's just go with it. Let's check out the stats, because as far as I understand, the stats are different. The animations are the same, but the stats should be different from each individual nightlight. Alright, so we got Ruffrunner with a max speed of 9, a pitch rate of 8, a turn rate of 7.5, acceleration is 6.8, and firepower is 6.5. So these are quite better than Dart. Let's see if we can dig out Dart. My dragons are messed up again. I hate when this happens. School Dragons, quick shout out. Can we please add a feature to arrange our dragons, or at least keep them in the order that we bought them, like you used to? Now you just jumble them up and I can't find Dart. Please. Just an idea, I would really appreciate it. Dart, yeah, alright, here we go. So Dart is here. He has 8.8, 7.574. So he has a bit stronger stats here, but the top ones, Ruffrunner has him beaten by the max speed at least. So they kind of even out because, well, Ruffrunner is not as good at accelerating or turning or firepower. Dart is a little better there. So that's pretty cool. So we should try this guy out in Thunder Run and see if he is similar or better, or, you know, we'll figure it out. I'm kind of disappointed that it's called Ruffrunner because we already have a character called Ruff, which is rough nut, and I just can't help but make that association. And these two creatures are so far from each other that they can possibly be, so it kind of annoys me that this dragon's nickname is Ruff, just like Rough Nuts is. And that's a bummer. So this is Dusk. This is Dusk. Dart is Twilight. You can also call it Eclipse. I'm open for both, but I think I'm gonna settle on Twilight. And then the white one is Dawn. It's called Pouncer, which I think is the best name out of the nightlights that we have, but still I would prefer Dawn. I think that's a very nice name for these nightlights. The other ones are just dumb. But like, when you think about it, all the names in How to Train Your Dragon are dumb. All of them, except Volca and Cloud Jumper. They're like cool. Stoic, also cool. But pretty much everyone else have a ridiculous name. Skull Crusher also kind of passes as being cool, but everyone else is just ridiculous. I mean, Bewilderbeast, that's pretty badass, but other than that, there's not really anything in that sense. Let's fly with Baby Nightlight, Ruffrunner. So again, like I said before, it has a similar feature to Toothless. When you dive at the beginning of a race, it gains speed faster. It's a wonderful little ability that the Furies have. Well, I don't think the Light Fury has them, but Toothless and his offspring does. So a lot of you guys care so much about the gender of these dragons, and like I said, I don't care. It doesn't mean that I don't care about the dragon, I just don't care about the gender of a baby. I mean, I'm sorry. But as far as I understand, Dart is a female, a Ruffrunner is a boy, and I think what's the Pouncer is also a boy. I would have wanted Pouncer to be a girl as well. I would have loved for there to be 2 girls and 1 boy. So Dart is a female and Pouncer is a female, and then Ruffrunner here can be a boy. And that'd be nice because normally it's like 2 boys and 1 girl. It'd be nice to be like 2 girls and just 1 boy. And it might be that way, I'm not sure, but I feel like the white one might be a boy. but you know, I'm gonna treat it as a female. I'm gonna raise it as a girl and it won't have issues later in life at all. But yes, we are somehow looking at similarities. But yeah, I think it's the same overall. I'm not noticing any difference in acceleration, not much at least, but again, it was so little numbers, the difference. The speed is not really anything noticeable either. They are very good racing dragons, and that's disturbing because they're babies, but they're very fast and apparently very, very strong. Dragons can defy gravity, this has been established, so we're just gonna go with it. So good racers, they better be for that price tag, I mean, come on. So yeah, we have won easily here with Ruffrunner. So that was racing. Let's take this little rascal to the hidden world and see if his glow is similar or different than Dart's. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I think that Ruffrunner has a different pattern compared to Dart. So at least I got that right. I might be mistaken, we're gonna have to fly a bit to actually see. I think that he has more circular patterns, where Dart was more like striped, just roughly striped. Yeah, look! This is definitely different. This is me from the future. Upon further inspection while editing this, I can clearly see that these glows are exactly the same. So I'm pretty much talking out of my ass right now, because they're not different. They are the exact same and I'm praising them for being different. But it's actually quite disappointing because both Dart and Ruffrunner has the exact same patterns in the hidden world. Look, it's our parents. I mean, it's his parents. Let's go and compare the size. So the baby is quite larger than in the movie. It's not too much, I guess. It's actually not that much, those three, compared to the mama here. I mean, they are slightly bigger, but it isn't much. But if you take a look at the head of the Nightlight is bigger than the head of the Light Fury. So there's something off there, right? That's not how things are supposed to go. Alright, so I'm not a fan of the Nightlights because it's just so cliche, the babies and stuff, but I mean, I gotta admit this guy looks cute, but that's what it's supposed to do, right? And it's doing a good job at that. So cool that the glow is different. I really, really like that. Shut the hell up about the glow being different, it's not! Yeah, you can live in the hidden world with this little guy, and he'll fit right in, because his parents are the freaking king of this place, so he's like the prince of the hidden world, so to speak. So yeah, not too bad, not too shabby at all. He looks very nice. I like the small dots on his wings, the small dots that he has here on the inside of his wings and also on the outside. It looks great. There's a lot of depth to his skin, to his texture. It feels real almost. It's almost strange these Nightlights are so good that everything else looked like trash compared to it. I really wish they would update like Toothless model, because that thing is old. The Light Fury looks great, looks fine. But Toothless needs an update. Please, School Dragons, can we make that happen as well? So yeah, I'm not too mad. I'm kind of accepting what's happening here at School Dragons. Riding a baby of this size is still weird because it's a baby. People mentioned that we ride small dragons. I also mentioned that. But they were grown dragons. They have a choice. This is a baby and we're riding it. So I still don't like it, but it's happening. And you could choose to be bitter about it, but I mean, I'll just take it for what it is, and I think it works okay, I guess. For School Dragons, like I said, it's a crazy timeline. It's not really, it's defying gravity and reality and everything. But yeah, pretty cool. A disappointment with the animations that they're the same, but there are good animations, so I can kind of forgive that. So, pretty nice, pretty nice. A quick shout out to School Dragons. Again, it's kind of like a private case of mine. Can you please make me not be a transgender anymore? I've been a transgender for several years now. I have nothing against transgender, they're great people, but for this game I would just like to be a woman. I'm having the face of a female and the body of a man. And it's been this way for a very long time. Please, I want to be a girl. See, freaking Ruffrunner agrees. I would really like that. So if you have the time, School Dragons team, I would appreciate it. I wrote you once about this. I would really love to have it fixed. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. And School of Dragons team, if you're watching, I see you trying and I appreciate it, and we all do. A lot of us do at least, so keep it up and good job. I'll see you in the next video where we will take a look at Pouncer, which is the last nightlight. So long, dragon riders!